Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing okay. So I am jumping on today to address a bit of an elephant in the room. I've had quite a lot of messages of you guys asking me and noticing that I'm a bit quieter with the network marketing business that I do and that I've done for about 3 years now, which is wild. So this vlog is going to be very real and raw and always giving me a little bit of angstiness because it's not the usual positive vibes that I like to share. However, it's part of the journey. It's the real truth, and authenticity is one of my biggest values, being real, transparent, all of that jazz. So I just felt I was kind of doing myself and you guys a bit of a disservice not being honest about it, because you know, it's easy to show the highlight reels on everything in life, but no one talks about the stuff, the real stuff that's going on behind the scenes. So even though there is a lot of positive that's come from it, I'm just going to give you a real insight into my journey since going self-employed in June this year, I think it was. So yeah, this is what's been going on. It's been a ride, guys, I'm not gonna lie. So just for a quick background, earlier on this year I quit my job to go all in on my network marketing business, but also to go all in on the content creation business that I have. The content creation business is to help people within the network marketing industry that I am in. And basically, I quit my job due to a few factors. Obviously, freedom, to create more financial freedom, all of that jazz. Like, that has always been my goal. That has always been something that I've strived towards. And earlier on this year, long story short, I was in a corporate job and a new woman came on board, and she was just a narcissist. She had something against me, and it's actually come out as of recently, just to give you an insight to who the kind of person she is. She was stalking me on my socials. Bear in mind, she was like a 50-year-old woman, like very strange. And I'm only saying that because I get it, if same age, bit of jealousy, whatever, like 50-year-old woman, adult, and was sending me these like harassing emails. And anyway, as of recently, since I've left this job, she has reported me to HMRC because she doesn't think I'm paying tax. I am definitely paying tax. I have been back and forth with my accountant. So yeah, that's the kind of person that I had going at me when I was in my corporate job. And really funny because I found out about a lot of people who have grudges for whatever reason do actually go down this route of reporting people, and if they're found out to be doing it from a grudge, they get fined. So I love that. Karma will find its way with that one. So yeah, anyway, that's the kind of vibe I've had to deal with this year, and I thought, you know what, my businesses are going well, I am going to just take the leap. I'm going to go for it. Let's see what happens. I've kind of taken you guys on the journey up until recently, and that's why I wanted to come on and be honest and talk about it, talk about what's been going on behind the scenes. I never portrayed that I'd quit my 9 to 5 because I'd made it. I knew there was still a long way that I wanted to go. I didn't have a clue what was going to happen. It was exciting. I was super grateful that I'd even built my businesses to a point that I could even do that. And I found that I was obviously working hard. I love thriving, I'm ambitious, but something just wasn't hitting. I remember in July, I hit my biggest month across both businesses. Everything on paper was great, everything was successful, but I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I didn't feel the success. I wasn't feeling lit up, and I just felt so just exhausted, not that great. Like, I didn't feel amazing. Like, so I decided to just hit pause on it all, and that was scary in itself. I was like, hit pause, go inwards, reflect. And I've been on this journey since, I'd say, like August up until now, really. So how long is that? August, September, October, November, 4 months, 3 months. And basically it's just taken me getting very honest and no bullshit with myself. So to cut a long story short, and the elephant that's in the room of what everyone's asking is, do you still do FM? And the answer is, I'm not doing FM. I have just hit a bit of a pause to figure things out. So as I say, one of the biggest things I stand for is authenticity. So showing up online for something when I'm in a bit of a funk, which I'll explain in a minute, doesn't feel real and authentic. And that is why I've been quieter on that. And, you know, just so you know, like, and I think it's a good thing that I do that, because then you know that when I am showing up and when I am doing something, it is coming from true love, passion, everything that I stand for, and I'm not just doing it to tick a box. So yeah, that's why I've been quieter on that department. So just to be honest, real and transparent, I literally was working all around the clock, 24/7. I was available constantly. I was constantly training people, supporting people, like just everything all the time. And a lot of what came with that is people who didn't always necessarily appreciate it, and I wasn't being met with the equal energy that I was putting into people, and it just honestly started to burn me out. And so I was kind of like, I'm going to put a pause on it. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to reflect and see what it is, because I know that it's equally always our responsibility as well. It could be things that we're doing. So I decided to put a bit of a pause on that to figure things out. One of obviously the main reasons that I did leave my job and pursued creating this business and this lifestyle is freedom. That is one of my biggest values, freedom. And this wasn't making me feel free. I just had to put my smart business hat on and look at the ROI of the effort and the time. Financially, I just didn't feel like it was worth the investment of my time, my peace, and things like that with what I was doing. I just had to put my smart business hat on, right? And just be honest with that, and like, just really be honest with myself rather than chasing something out of pressure or out of fear, I guess. So I made that decision, and in the meantime, making this decision, unfortunately, that didn't have a great response from some people, and I am not gonna go into it. I honestly do deal with situations like this in my life where I stay graceful. I don't try fight back. I honestly do just put a wall up and protect my energy, because I always think the way people treat people is a reflection of them, not of you. And I just will never focus my energy on that. I will only keep my face to the sun, and then the shadow will fall behind, you know? That is just my concept in life, and it's got me to where I am. And I think it's just the way that gives you the biggest peace. So if ever you're going through something, guys, remember, it's a choice what you put your energy onto. And I think by reacting to it, like whatever you put out comes back to you, right? So yeah, that's been a whole thing in itself, and has kind of put me off, I'm gonna say, that kind of vibe with what I was doing, because I got involved with this industry because of the freedom, because of the community, because of the financial side of it. And suddenly when all of those weren't ticking the box, I was left a bit like, oh, obviously such a shame and so bittersweet, because there's so much that I do love. Like, I love the products, like the perfumes. I'm wearing one today. I'm the English Pear by Jo Malone dupe is I will never stop buying that. So that is just the honest, transparent truth of what has been going on behind the scenes. So I'm going to touch on my own personal business, which is all around content creation. It's called the Content Club, where my fire has always been, what lights me up, and the community that are in there are just so lush. They are all ambitious women. They're all wanting to see each other win, and I just love it. And I guess have felt a bit of pressure that maybe I put on myself, or maybe just the way that I've dealt with potential external comments, things like that, that I have to be doing XYZ to do that business. And on reflection, it's just so silly, because if you've got a skill in something and you're providing value for people, that doesn't lean on anything else. And that has been a big thing that I've had to kind of go through and like get comfortable with. Like, a great analogy of this is, you know, the people who do the marketing for Tesco, do they work on the checkout counters? Like, is that part of their deal? Like, if you market Tesco, you have got to sit on the counters and sell the products and do the things in Tesco. Of course not, because that their thing is to help people, like to help the company in that way. I guess I've just woke up to the fact that I make the rules. Like, it's my business and I get to run it and do it as I please. And if people see the value in it, then it'll be a business. It's just as simple as that, right? And there has been like whispers that people are kind of trying to tear it down, which to me is just crazy. It's sad because it's such a place where I feel I give so much value and energy and help people win. And this has been like a process for me, and always kind of a reaction I thought would happen if I like tread on too many eggshells, or if I went over the line or didn't abide to this like vibe. And it's like I faced my fears and suddenly they've got so much less power. And I guess to get to the point, this business that I created off my own back won't go anywhere while people are getting value from it. And if there is people out there who are trying to jeopardize it and maybe talk people into not being part of it, honestly, that's fine, because if everyone left tomorrow, I would know they're not getting value from it anymore. And I've got so much peace with that now. And I just think if people listen to someone else, like, that's fine. Like, I'll keep doing what I do. I will keep giving what people want. And if suddenly, because one person says so, that changes everything, like, it was never a sustainable business anyway. So I just again wanted to, I guess, address that, because yeah, it's such a liberating feeling for that to not have a hold on you anymore, to not have that fear, and to just feel so abundant and free and like you're back in control of your own life, because you're not operating from fear anymore. So yeah, that was a lot, guys. I'm gonna say that's like the negative stuff. Hopefully it hasn't come across negative. It has just been a journey of what's been going on. So anyway, on a different note, as you can see, makeup on, hair done, outfit on, obviously, but a bit more of like not my gym gear. I'm actually in the car park of a spa. Anyone who knows me knows I went into the corporate world, but I always was a beauty therapist. So it's funny how kind of things work out. I have just taken a part-time job at a spa with one of my really, really good friends. She actually manages it, and while I've been making so many moves behind the scenes, changing things, cutting out workload that I just didn't need to be doing, I have actually narrowed down my business to only taking me 2 days out of the month. That is it for me to run that business. And I've got so much time, which finally is what I wanted. However, your girl's not stopping there. And while I've been going through everything I've just explained, I thought, how can I support myself more? How can I feel more secure while I plan the next moves? And a part-time job just felt aligned, and working in a spa again, it's just the best vibe, and that connection with people, that been around people. So yeah, it's been a lot of change, guys. There's been so much going on, but I'm excited. I feel freer than ever. I feel happier than ever. And I think the biggest thing that I want you to take away from this video is always follow what feels good, and you can never ever go wrong. Fear creeps in, worry of what others think, but honestly, it's you and you till the end. So you've always got to put yourself first, and that has been such a journey I've gone on this year. Didn't expect that to be the journey I was going on. But yeah, it's been crazy. So yeah, keep following for the journey, guys. I'm sure I will give you more updates. I'm going to be a lot more active on socials. As I say, all of this that's been going on has been taking a lot of my energy, but I have decided on where I want to focus my energy, what some of my next steps are going to be. And yeah, to summarize, the content creation business isn't going anywhere for the time being while people still want it. FM, I'm not doing it. Again, I'm just in a bit of a pause phase. Still, if customers want things, I'm here. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. If you made it till the end, well done. And if you can relate to any of this, if you want to chat about anything business-wise, you want support, I've been through it all, guys. So my inbox is always open. See you next time.